Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to the Insula Populi Megacampaign in Crusader Kings 3. In the last episode, I made the decision to go ahead and form an alliance with Sigara, even though they did just attack us and took Sicily. But they are one of our more powerful neighbors, and they're the right religion, and so they are a rather convenient ally to have, if possible. We are also still allied with Anbia here. So it looks like the ruler is sick. And what we've been doing with those alliances is taking advantage of the fragmented state of the rest of the Iberian Peninsula at the moment, because I noticed that that had happened. And so while I do want to continue claiming the Italia region, because we, again, want to destroy the papacy, but I want to take advantage of the fact that these guys are all fragmented to grab as much of this territory as I can, and so that is what we're going to do. And that's what we're going to keep doing. So, let's just get some stuff repaired. Like, is that really anything we need to worry about? Not particularly, I don't think. Though this does need to be repaired. That's the wrong brilliant gemstone. Alright, there we go. Alright, well, let's just go ahead and keep it rolling. The plague known as the Iberian Boils is spreading. I guess that's what's over here. We've got 3 events in the court. Trample on the foot. How many times have I told you to stay away from the newly planted orchids? My daughter, Canine, appears covered in petals and dirt. Canine cries, we were playing hide and seek. No one would have found me if it wasn't for her. Alright, the trick is not to get caught. No. Gains the trait Gardener. 30% chance. You know, I don't know if it happened or not. From my throne, I hear the visceral cries of my son Flavius and the sounds of a struggle, promptly bolting up and racing down the hallway. I skid to a stop when I see my personal physician, Apia, restrain the poor lad with one arm and awkwardly clutching a book with the other. I barely have time to demand for an explanation when both begin blurting out their version of events. Flavius refuses to allow me to read him my masterpiece on the art of war, cries the tutor. I've heard this dreary book 1,000 times, Flavius protests. It's so boring. No, I'm not buying the book. Let's see. Chance Flavius' education will improve. You know, we'll prioritize the improvement of the education of our son, even if it makes him cranky. Oh, one other event, right? And we have the option of getting a horse. Prowess and prestige. You know what? We'll train the horse ourselves. And we're probably going to have to pick the name. We'll just call it Charger. There we go. Vlock scholars have devoted themselves to the study of medicine. Now the polymath Janos is seeking to join my court, but he recently has been exiled by my acquaintance Emir. Okay, he was exiled by our acquaintance. Urges me not to replace her with this eccentric. Of course you do. His aptitude is excellent. Your aptitude is good. You did kind of recently botch some stuff. Let's see. That's a lot of money to lose that I really can't afford. So, unfortunately, I can't afford to swing that right now. Sicilian. Well, yeah, we're still trying to spread our culture. Alright. I think what we're going to do next is continue working on the Iberian project. Past limited administration. Non-administrative vassals cannot wage war against each other unless they use a hook on their liege. You know what? Go ahead and bump that up. Only governors with frontier and naval province administration can wage external wars. You know what? At the moment, I'm kind of content to let my governors declare external wars. If they think they can do it, then by all means, go for it. Alright, you have no allies, you have 3,300 troops, so let's go ahead and declare war on you. County expansion? I'd want to get more than a county. Holy war for a duchy? Yes. Do it. And you guys decided to join in. Who cares? Not gonna help. And I am... You will accept. We'll call it a war. I should probably sway you. Just to kind of keep you happy. Raise all here. No, we're not going to disband the armies. Yeah, we'll bring in the one that doesn't cost me anything. Alright. Now, I'm going to have to take a look at this. Alright, this is going to need a commander. I've been pondering the education of my son. Is warfare really the appropriate direction? No, he can stick with martial education. Yeah, bring it. Bring it. Excellent. Alright, let's get back to some sieges. Now, I'll let my ally deal with that army. We're just going to ignore it for now. Becoming De Palma to pay homage. Excellent. Or homage. Alright, enforce our demands. Excellent. Disband the armies. I don't have enough money to usurp that. Alright, just hand this out. We'll grab that here in a minute. In fact, we can grab it right now, so we'll sell off that livestock. Excellent. Usurp the title. And hand out the appointment. Perfect. Now, I need to check my vassals. Refused alliance. I want to see on the council. It looks like that they are not having any issues about the aggressive wars. Okay, that's good. That's good. Heir not next in line for the Empire of Iberia. What? Oh, okay. Equal acclamation succession law. Empire title and associate holders have been inherited by the candidate with the highest candidate score. Influence candidacy. Contribute enough influence to place first in line. Yes, please. While traveling across the plains of the Magistry of Ibiza, I find a makeshift-looking stall by the side of the track. As I stop to take a look, a peasant by the name of Philippe Delmau jumps into action, trying to convince me to buy one of the small cross of light cravings he has on sale. I make them by hand, my lord. Each one takes me hours of work. Small religious carving artifacts. Supported local business. I'll talk to him and see what I can learn about salesmanship. We'll go with that. I don't necessarily want to spend the money right now. Alright, you. I kind of want to start making a lot of my territory contiguous to some extent. So... you're allied to that guy, which that guy is not really worth much anymore. So if I declare war on you... that's the only duchy that we would get? Seize the duchy de jure. Of course, they're split across two different kingdoms. They're split across two different duchies. Alright, well, we'll press the de jure claims. Yep. Raise all here. Get the holy order in. Alright, well, we got another plague coming in. Soft approach. A commander promoted. No. We're going to pass on that. We'll call our other ally to war. Combine up our forces, and then we're going to go deal with these armies. Alright, merge. Let's go. Alright, Governess Valencia's friendship. Yep, we'll become friends. Let's go ahead and get my, a daughter of my governess is planning to kill my courtier. Okay. Well. Yeah, this could be a quick re-siege. Yeah, go get him. For a bit of gold, a son of a bag of coins that is difficult to mistake. Duchess Jezebel opens the door struggling. My liege, what a resplendent estate this is. The servants have been marveling at the gardens since the morn. Jezebel gestures vaguely in this direction. It would be my great pleasure to assist you in ensuring we get a full benefit out of it. Adds magnificent gardens for 625 gold. Yeah, no. Oh, it did not go their way. Unfortunate. Alright, they broke the siege. I do not want to be whack-a-moling these armies, so let's just go ahead. Alright, we have captured the enemy banner. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and destroy it. That's fine. Chase him down. My lessons, okay. Yeah, further your learning education. Yeah, we'll go ahead and pay to have our stallion treated. It's not that expensive. Alright, let's go ahead and get a siege done. Alright, my daughter-in-law has had a son. Alright, let's get the sieging done. Alright, they're running that siege. Yeah, We're at 97%. Sheila has fled Cigar Revolt along with a huge swath of his fellow Mercabists. He becomes begging to me for a home of his people and will gladly swear fealty to the crown in exchange for protection from persecution. Development in the Magistry of Valencia changes by +1. The culture changes. No, we're not changing the culture. Alright, let's get that siege that I was hoping my ally was going to finished. Alright, we have a perk. Domicile income plus 10%. Yes. Alright, well, my allies can take care of that. Excellent. Chess piece was destroyed. Yeah, so be it. Enforce our demands. Beautiful. Alright, let's hand out these titles. Oh, those were de jure to me. Okay. Let's grab the duchy. I think for the time being, we're going to go ahead and give you this. All right. Excellent. Is there a kingdom out there? That's calm. You have 18 of the 21 titles needed to create it. And we're getting there. All right. Is there anything that I'm currently using that has low durability? Yes. The Lavender Jade Pendant. Now, is there anything else that would be just better? +1 learning. +2 learning. Yeah, this is a better brilliant gemstone to use. Okay. Let's also check my... Talents of my charming master Horus Decius are widely agreed to be invaluable. The training... we're going to work on captain promotion. Okay, we've seen that before. That's displayed, that's displayed, that's displayed. None of this is displayed. You know what? We'll do the mighty boar hide. And we're going to need to repair it. Alright. But otherwise, the displayed items, at least for those, are okay. Those are all fine. Okay. Anything else that we need to worry about? I can ransom somebody. Sure. I can negotiate alliances. Alright. Very good. Very good. Alright. Daughter's pretty good. The issue becomes... is Rickolf going to be better? Ramon. Alright, this son, Flavius, it's pretty good as well. Robust and intelligent. Yeah, we'll have to see how Flavius and Rickolf turn out when they come of age. They're going to come of age pretty close together. And then we'll have to make an ultimate decision as to who is going to be the heir at that point. Alright, but I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. We've made some successful expansions. I really need this, but we can't. Not without breaking a truce. Alright, so we're probably going to go after maybe you. Go after you. Go after you. Just start eating away at this area here. And just keep growing. And maybe do some improvements here. Yeah, I can actually bring this cattle pasture up to level 3. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Alright, because we do need to start worrying about developing and building up our territory. It's been so focused on expansion that really haven't had the time or money to do it, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, but for now, we'll go ahead and stop here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.